Okay, so my friend challenged me to come on here and be my silly self about relationships. So here it is. This one's for you. Anyway, we were just talking about relationships, and I was just, I love relationships. I love love. But I noticed, like, even within myself, the unhealed parts of me, the 4 year old, the 5 year old, the 6 year old was running my marriage. And what does that mean? Because we don't really get that, and no one's really talking about, how our relationships are formed around the little 4 year old that felt left out or that didn't feel seen, that didn't feel heard, right? And so that 4 year old is actually running your marriage. I know that sounds like totally crazy, but just stick with me. So, the 4 year old that is afraid to speak up because when she spoke up in her family dynamic, she was told to go sit down and be quiet. So she learned how to adapt and do that. And that served a purpose, and that's fantastic. And the cool part is she nailed it. She nailed it at 4 to survive and feel safe and to feel like, and to maintain so that she was accepted by her parents, right? So it's always goes back to the parents, and we're not blaming, we're not shaming, we're looking where we're stuck so that we can move forward in life and have the marriage that we married into, right? So you have to go back, and when things come up that trigger you, the key thing is trigger, right? When you're triggered and you feel like you don't have a voice with your husband or your wife, right? Then that's an issue. And then that's when you have to go, okay, who is this running the show? Why do I constantly feel like I can never be myself? Why do I get pissed off. I say things I don't mean. I can't be my authentic self. I can't show up as myself. We're fighting all the time. It's because there's 2 5-year-olds in the marriage, and no one ever thinks about that. No one ever even considers it could be the child that's playing out. But if you start to look around and you start to be aware, you'll totally see the 2 4-year-olds married at 50. It's actually comical when you can get to the place of accepting. It may take a little bit because at first you're like, I am not a 4 year old. Yeah, you are, right? When you're worried about the other person more than yourself, you're acting like a 4 year old. You're acting out the traumas that you lived when you were 0 to 7. That's how it is. That's how it works. Take it or leave it. It's up to you. But your healing is recognizing that maybe this could be, right? This could be a possibility. So go sit with yourself and get quiet and go into a meditation within yourself and see, why do I always feel like I have to owe an explanation to this person, right? My spouse. Because that is not normal. That you do not have to over-explain who you are to anyone. You can stand in your truth when you're totally healed and whole. You don't care what they think, because you're not doing it out of angst or anger. You're doing it out of love. Like, this is who I am. This is my authentic self. But when you get triggered and you make your whole life about them, thinking you can't speak up, that's definitely the inner child playing out. So you have to sit with that little person and find out what is going on. Because maybe you were running the show with your parents and handling everything for them, so you felt responsible, and that's how you got love. It's always a return to love. It's always because there's somewhere in there that you were overdoing out of survival and safety, because that's what we were all taught. No one gets away with anything. And it served you then so that you could get your parents' approval, so you could get them to love you, whatever it was, to feel safe, to feel part of the family. But now you're 50 and you're married and you're raising your kids as a 4 year old. You're raising your husband as a child. You're going to work as a 4 year old and getting offended about everything. It's a great hack to look into to see where you're stuck. It's for your good. So look at it. Stop ignoring it. That's part of the 4 year old getting pissed and taking the ball and running off the field. So it's time to sit with that little person and know that they just sit with them saying, This is valid. These feelings are valid. I can sit with this. It's okay. It served the purpose at 4 to survive. It served the purpose to not get beat. It served the purpose to, stay hiding under the bed. But you can now come into your 50-year-old and you can be loving and kind and have an amazing marriage, have an amazing workplace, raise your kids. The 4-year-old is raising your kids. You're not 4 anymore. So I hope you're getting what I'm putting down. And if you don't, leave comments and questions, and I'll explain that. But it really helped my friend just understand where she was at, and other friends and clients, what is going on? Why are these triggers just constantly going off? They're constantly going off to show you where you're stuck. Go sit with yourself. We keep avoiding these feelings. It's not working. It's not working. Sit in the damn feelings and say they are valid. All of them are valid. If you don't sit with them, you're going to run. The 4-year-old will run the rest of your life until you sit with them. Yep, you heard it from me. The 4-year-old will run the show until she or he feels valid. So take it or leave it, but if you can get it, you win. And you will notice the shift right away, because you cannot change your husband or your wife. We look around. Has anything worked from you trying to change anyone? No. I'm like an expert. I mean, I think I have my PhD in trying to change people. But when I turn that reflection into myself, oh my God, the freedom, the allowance, the safety, everything has shifted in my life from me looking at me. And that is the winning ticket. So sit and say and talk to the 4-year-old, letting them know, you know what? It's safe to hang out under the bed. I understand why you hung out under the bed. I'm just saying, I understand why you're acting out. I understand you were looking for love and approval and safety. And oh my God, you were brilliant. You were absolutely brilliant. And I so validate you. And once you do that, you'll understand, you can put that little person in your heart and be like, you know what? Now you're really safe now, because I'm taking the wheel from here. I'm taking the lead from here. And you'll watch your marriage shift. You'll watch your kids shift. You'll watch your workplace shift. You'll see that you have no more triggers. So it's all about showing up and doing the inner work. And that's the key. That's the winning ticket. That is the lottery ticket to win the lottery ticket, because you finally go and look at yourself and give yourself permission to feel valid on every area of your life. It is total healing. And if you need help with this, just reach out. I'm here to get you straight. I'm here to listen and show, okay, let's look at this. Let's peel back these layers. Let's see, why are you being triggered? Nobody gets to tell you how you get to feel. Nobody has that power over you. So if you're with a partner that's saying you don't get to feel that, yes, you do. You absolutely do. No one gets to call that. And our parents, back in the day, no blame, no shame. It just was that the awareness wasn't there to be like, you know what, I'm feeling this sort of way. You couldn't say that back in the day, and you can barely say it now, but it's getting better, it's getting freer. But the more that each of us take charge of who we are, the freer and the higher the consciousness becomes. So just sit with this. Maybe don't do anything until you just let it resonate. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm happy for my friend that's like, girl, you got to get on there. You got to be, because I go crazy on the phone, and she's like, girl, you got to make that video. I'm like, okay. So I'm working to be more of myself on the videos with getting passionate, but I get so passionate in these conversations about stop letting you get triggered. See, I'm hammering the desk. Stop it. The triggers are your friends. The triggers are the clue to where you're still stuck in old wounds, bringing them forward. Stop. Don't bring them forward. Just stop. Okay, I'm being triggered. Thank you, God, for showing me I'm being triggered so I can let this go. That should be the prayer every day. So enjoy and allow and sit with that little 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, whoever. Ask who it is. Your body knows. Ask who is like having a hard time with this situation and getting triggered. You will know, but you got to sit down with yourself and stop avoiding. We need to stop avoiding our feelings. Our feelings are our friends. So let that just help you heal yourself and notice how life gets to be so much more fun and enjoyable because you don't need to be triggered every day. That's ridiculous. We didn't come here to be triggered every day. We came here to heal and be free and notice and have fun, that life gets to be amazing. Everyone enjoy. Leave comments below and let me know how that worked out for you. Let me know if you understood this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll make another video, or I'll do a live and bring you on here with me and we can talk about it. Have a great day. I will see you soon.